Yeah,
There it is.
back again.
Yeah,
What's good? What's good?
you know the vibes.
I love this beat, man. Every time. What's good? Mic check, mic check, mic check. Welcome back. Welcome back to the podcast. Still with no name.
Yeah,
We gotta figure that out. But hey, we getting better every week. We getting better every week.
Right.
We just talking all type of things. Culture, music, sports. From an intelligent perspective, a conscious perspective. Today I have with me the Chicago player. You already know, the one and only Brian Jones.
yeah,
What's
yeah.
good?
Hey man, can't complain, brother. Can't complain.
Yeah. Then my boy Dylan Fields here, the empathetic one, the nice one, the peaceful one. You know what I mean? What's good? That's what it is, bruh.
Oh, I'm good, man. I'm good,
That
man. We're
is
celebrating
Good
crazy.
to see you.
celebrating Mama D today, man.
Come on.
Yeah, we're living good today, man. Yeah, man.
Yes,
Appreciate you
yes.
asking. Though. How are
Man,
you, Sadai?
shout out to Boosie.
Right,
Yeah, come on,
right,
man.
right,
Yeah. Shout out Mama Deuce, man. For sure. For
right,
sure. It's a
right.
good day. It's
No,
a good day. I'm
no, but how
good.
are you, bro?
I'm good, man. Chilling, another day. I'm just blessed to be here with my brothers, man. Blessed to be doing this, just to show the dedication, the discipline, the consistency. This ain't easy. We all got shit to do. We all tired, we old, and we just trying to make something happen. So I'm just blessed that we here. We hit the record button, and we getting better. Really. That's it, man.
Right.
And I love y'all. I love y'all. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah. I love y'all niggas,
Yeah.
man, for real.
No
So
doubt. Love y'all too,
yeah,
man.
for real. So yeah, we can just get right into it, So Sunday was the Grammys. We are big music lovers here, as we all know. So the Grammys, the 60, which one was this? The 67th annual Grammys was Sunday. And it was a good win. I mean, we can just kind of really get right to it. I think me and BJ were definitely rooting for Beyonce to win album of the year. We ain't even gotta, that's the headline for
yeah,
me.
me.
That's the headline for me, BJ, go on ahead. Yeah, you got it. Take it away.
I mean, what all can we say for real? Like, it was super
About
dope.
time.
You feel me? Super dope. I think she came into the night with a what? I think it was like 11 nominations. Definitely the most nominations of the night. Uh, walking in 90, the most winningest woman in Grammy history. Left out, stamped not only with album of the year but best country album of the year. Shocked everybody,
Yeah.
including herself. Yo, that was
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it like you. It was about time. You feel what I'm saying? It was about time. You know what I mean? And then she didn't, and then she won. She won a couple times too. She won best album. She
Yeah,
won
she won like
country
three, right?
country
Three.
duo. Um,
Yeah.
and
And then the best country album.
you feel me? So yeah, man, it
Yeah.
was this long time coming. Shouts out to Hove doing the work with the speech last year. Shouts out. I think it's a reflection that the Academy is getting younger. Um,
Yeah.
for sure. The I definitely feel like not just the Grammys, but a lot of these institutions are a lot more online now. Um, they just announced like I know it's kind of different, but they just announced the Met Gala. Who's gonna be like the committee for the Met Gala, and again they dropped that online, so it just speaks to how loud the culture is. Just speaks to that, you feel me. Black History Month. Shout out to the Black folks, man. We really are, you know what I'm saying. We really are the shakers and the movers when it comes to this here culture thing. Everything starts with us. So it's a dope to see that the Academy is starting to listen to us, man. For sure, for sure.
Yeah. Nice, nice. Dylan, how you feeling about Beyonce getting her Grammy of the Year or Album of the Year award?
So, I mean, I mixed emotions about the album of the year. The country album of the year, I liked. The album of the year, I didn't necessarily agree with.
Okay, so start with the country album. Why did you like the country album of the year? Why was that?
So initially, when I went into it and I listened to the album, it didn't sound as much to as a country album to me as I've remembered. But then it took some introspection for me to realize that I don't know country as a genre now. I really don't. You
Mm.
know, the country that I knew growing up, just being around my parents and whatnot, is not at all the same country, and so it's a different feel, right? And so, as with all music, it changes over time, and I'm out of touch with how it sounds nowadays. And I went and I listened to the other albums I listened to a few of the other albums, like a few songs from the other albums, I should say, of her competing in the country ballot, and it just felt like that was the best album. Like I didn't want to listen to the rest of those albums at all. They all felt a little bit more experimental than I'm used to, and so um, I liked that album for that. For album of the year, I don't know. It almost felt like the narrative was more of what sold it than the piece itself to me. Because to me, I didn't care for the album as much. I didn't. It's not my favorite Beyonce album, and in relation to her album as a whole, I mean, I think we would all agree that there are other albums that should have been album of the year before this one. I mean, I think that would probably go without saying. Do you guys agree with that?
Well, I mean, I did, but BJ in the last podcast, he said he feels this is one of her best chances to win. Like you got to give BJ his credit. Like he kind of hit it right on the money. He was really the only one that was like, yo, this is I expect her to win. She should win, and she needs to win, or there's going to be problems. So we really got to give BJ his credit for really hitting the money on that. Because I really
Right,
stand with
right,
you
right.
on it, but she won, and I'm so I'm definitely happy for her, and I know you are too. Not saying you're not.
No, I am too, bro. That's it. At the end of the day, I am too.
Who's
But
gonna win it
to
over her
me,
though? And this
Billie Eilish, I thought, had a better project.
because you liked it more, or like what about "Hit Me Harder and Softer" made out that
I
piece
thought it
of
was a
the
more universally impactful album. Conceptually, she's actually talking about something more so than I think Beyonce is on the album as a whole. I mean, she's not, dude. Her whole album is
What's
a
it
is
about?
a concept. It's about her coming out as a bisexual woman, and it's bangers the whole way through. I think, and so to me, I just thought it was a better album. I mean, it's nothing against
And we
Beyonce,
talk about Billie
but
Eilish like in her like
yeah,
her
it's
prime.
definitely if you're asking me if that's my personal opinion, like, yeah, for sure it is. It's my personal opinion. Did I think that she was gonna win going in? I mean, I don't know. I didn't have a real feel of the momentum going into it, but I'm not surprised that Beyonce won it, and I'm not upset that she won it either. But I do think what hurts me more, I guess, BJ, is that Beyonce walked away with three or four. How many? Three? Do we say three?
Hmm.
Billie Eilish didn't walk away with any. She didn't walk away with not one. And it's just like, I don't know. It just felt like, damn, this is a really great project that I feel like a lot of people are missing out on. I can guarantee that you guys have probably not listened to it. You
Yeah,
probably
I'm not
late,
in tune with
but
that shit. But I
but
mean,
but that's what I'm saying. So that's my point on that. I'm not upset by it by any means. I'm very happy that she made history now because she is what now the most awarded
Hmm.
ever, right?
Hmm.
yeah,
Which is
which is
pretty
like
fucking
amazing.
incredible.
Yeah, congratulations to that.
Fuck
Let's let's
yeah, like
let's take
yeah,
a second for that.
fuck what up,
Yeah, let's
yeah,
take a second for
fuck
that.
what up, yeah. Shout out Beyonce.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
very happy for that.
I just want
But
to.
if we're talking album for album, I just prefer that Billie Eilish album.
I'm
That's all.
okay with that. I'll push back on the sentiment that Billie Eilish's album was more impactful, or
That's
even more like conceptual. Like I don't even think. Not to say that like her coming out, like that her coming of age of sorts story isn't something that can resonate with a universe like a large number of people. But
and it's the audience she speaks to, right? She speaks to a younger audience than I would say. I mean, I don't know. Do you think that her and Beyonce speak to the same age group of audience?
I
Or do
think
you think that Beyonce reaches just all fucking audience because she's
I
Beyonce?
I think I think it's somewhere in between the middle of both of what you said. I
They're
th-
both international superstars.
or no, yeah, for definitely that. But I would just or just more than that. I think that they both just make popular music in the sense, and like I think this because they make popular music, a large they have a but they both have a very large reach of people. Um, but yeah, I think again, the reason why I push back on the impactful thing is just because like I feel like while this isn't your typical quote unquote country album, there I definitely think there are enough country elements to qualify it as a country album. And it just makes me think to like Virgil Abloh used to say like it's art is art because I say it's art. If I put a shoe in an art museum and I say this is an art piece, it's an art piece. Versus if you see a shoe on the street, it's a shoe on the street. So I think, and I think in terms of like how that relates is that context matters. You know what I'm saying? Like Tyler won best rap album for Igor, and that shit wasn't a rap album. You feel what I'm saying? Like so, like if
No,
it
no, no. It was like urban. It was like urban album or something. He won best rap album for "Call Me If You Don't Get Lost."
then he what the
He won another Grammy, but it was like best like contemporary or urban album. And remember, he said like that's another word for the N word or something like that.
that's
That was Igor. That was Igor.
that's the point that I'm making. That's the point that I'm making. That like these categories and shit are things that like we as consumers push on to artists. And I think Beyonce winning this album in that genre speaks to artists themselves kind of breaking down those genres that we put on them. If she
I
says that this is a country album and there are country elements, this is a fucking country album. Like it's a country album. Like what the fuck?
I love that. I love that perspective because I one of my favorite groups that won a album or won a Grammy this year was No Worries with Y Laud, and the album category was
Is it R&B?
it was progressive R&B, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? I don't know what that is, but I was like,
I feel like that's like
my niggas got a Grammy though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, right.
they got a Grammy though, so. I was definitely wondering, like, what are the like a lot of these categories? Like, what do you think the purpose is for them? Like, BJ, you're talking about how they're like, what do you mean like we push them onto artists?
but
Do we push the progressive R&B category to?
because it's a way to categorize. We categorize things because it's to make things more digestible for for the casual fan, for someone that doesn't listen to the arrangements and instrumentations of songs and looking at the writing credits to see what are the R&B elements of this. What are the R&B elements of this song or this album, or like someone that just wants to hear like I want to hear a song that I want to hear a song that sounds like another song. Having categories allows people to do that, I think, or allows music to be more accessible to people that aren't as devoted or yeah, aren't as in tune to or aren't as knowledgeable or maybe not knowledgeable is the right word, but like yeah, maybe more in tune. I think that's what I meant.
And I guess if you think about it, I mean, 67 years with the Grammys, like it's
I feel like progressive
all
R&B
different types of music.
I feel like progressive. I feel like that. I feel like that's not a. I feel like that's a fairly like. I feel like that's a fairly accurate for that. You don't think so? Maybe
No,
like
it's definitely accurate, but it's also like,
I
are
mean,
we
but
just
yeah, but I
did
feel
we just
like
make it? Did we just make
that's
a? Did we just make
you.
a, category for them? Like, it's also one of them, you know. But it's been
There's other people.
music is growing in so many different ways. Like, and it's 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 history, right? And like you're saying, there's so many different avenues, and people are sampling and getting creative and being influenced by different genres and different it's just different ways of being creative with it now. You end up kind of just creating these new categories, I guess, right? So that's one way to look at it as well. And Anderson Paak and knowledge specifically gets a Grammy. So that's really what I'm really super happy about. Um, but
There's got to be money behind it somehow. You know what I mean,
I
right?
mean
And
that
so
too.
like
That too.
when you look at it, like these artists are a lot of these songs sometimes they sound like they were gearing them towards trying to win this Grammy. You know what I mean? Like when you get into a lot of them, it really sounds like that for some of them.
I
And
never
so,
think about that until everything happens. Until I'm looking at all these categories. You know what I'm saying? Like you're right.
yeah, like
I
I
feel
think
you.
artists intentionally, some artists are probably intentionally going in there trying to create something that's going to win
Michael
insert
Jackson.
Grammy, contemporary R&B, whatever it is.
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
Michael
it's a
Jackson
game
did
for sure.
that, like with the intent of like y'all didn't give me y'all tried to play me. Bet I'm coming through here and I'm winning everything. And that's what he did.
right.
Well, I guess one, we all love hip hop, and one thing that was a big shock was Doechii winning hip hop album of the year. I think we were all really anticipating, who was going to win that. Uh, Dylan, let's start with you, man. How are you feeling? How are you feeling about that win?
I'm very happy for that win, man. You know, um, Doechii's somebody that I'm very excited for as an artist going forward. Um, she's what the third now female artist to win that award ever, which is pretty prestigious. I mean, just to share that with Lauryn Hill, Cardi B on her Bodak album is pretty special, and so um, it's just something that was pretty cool. I was really happy to see it. Her performance was pretty great too. I thought.
Amazing, amazing.
Um, yeah, yeah, I thought it was cool. I thought she really showed herself at the Grammys well, and I'm excited for what 2025 brings for Doechii. She did this all of off of not releasing an actual album. She hasn't released an actual album yet.
That's
These
where
are all
I'm at with it,
considered.
bro. That's where I'm at with it. Like that shit is crazy.
That's pretty insane, you know. And I think that's something that deserves to be noticed. Um, and I'm happy that she is getting noticed for it. So
All right, BJ.
Yeah, bro. That's the piggyback off of that. Like I didn't I not to say that like I didn't think the album was worthy of rap album of the year in terms of quality. But I definitely didn't think she was gonna I didn't see her winning this year. That's because I mean it was kind of a loaded category. She had some
Yeah,
heavy hitters in there with Cole, Calm. I really thought for real, I thought it was gonna be Eminem.
yeah,
I didn't think the album was that good, even though it wasn't terrible. But I just thought like just off the fact that it's a legacy act, it's a solid body of work. I thought they were going to throw it to him. Um, but yeah, I definitely more than anything, bro. I think it just speaks to hip hop and like even more specifically like female rap is in a great place. Like I think uh we are in I think it's so cool that we live in a world where like not to say that she's has completely fallen off and hopefully, what I'm saying, she's still doing well, she can still feed her family and she comes back with some better music. But I think it's amazing that like Ice Spice maybe a year or two ago was like the hottest thing smoking and now she's
hmm
like non-existent and like hip hop and female rap is still thriving. Like I think
and it always will, and it always will. And
but
I love Ice Spice, by the way. I like
but
Ice
no,
Spice.
I like that like that's I like that that section of rap isn't dependent on one person and like her lack of current success right now isn't indicative of that entire section of rap. Like I think that that's because in the past like it has been like it's been very if the it girl for the time being when she goes down it seems like the nobody it if Nicki Minaj wasn't making music, like there was no motion for female rap, you know what I mean? For a long time. So it's cool that we can have somebody come and fall off. We can have and and that was kind of interesting too that she didn't get a nomination for Pink Friday too. I kind of thought I thought that maybe she would have got in there. Um,
Over who? The Common joint, the Common P Rock joint.
uh,
Like you said, there's a lot of heavy hitters, but there was
I
8
mean,
fucking nominations for mad other categories. Like I don't see why you couldn't have just thrown her in there too.
that's what I'm saying, bro. I mean, like it the album wasn't. I didn't think the album was that good, but just
No,
off,
it's worthy though. You know, you're
you feel
talking
me?
about
Off
this
the
New
strength,
York
like
too,
that's
New
the
York
legacy.
representation.
Come on, come on.
No, for sure, for sure. I agree with that.
So yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, bro, I just think that we are in a great place and there's so much diversity amongst in the field. Definitely we are in a renaissance of sorts for the girl rappers. And yeah, just to piggyback off of Dylan, man, it's just amazing to be able to witness the third black woman be a part of that history on Black History Month. See her win that and to see her win it so like graciously too. Like it couldn't have happened to a I don't know Doechii, but like just outside looking in, she seems like it's just hard not to root for her. You know what I mean? Like
And
she's
I agree to that one thousand
somebody you
percent,
want to get
man.
behind. So yeah, I'm
I agree to that 1000%, man. I was at work when the Grammys were happening, and my mother texted me saying Doechii won Rap Album of the Year. I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't. Then I went and watched her speech, and I immediately, to what you're saying, BJ, I was like, dude, how can I not be happy for this woman? Like, what are we talking about right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, it went to an amazing person who really just put her all into it. You hear it in the music, you hear it in the project.
an
I don't
amazing
listen back.
artist too. Like don't get it fucked up. Like it's not
Yeah,
just one of those like no E for effort. Like
yeah,
she like that. Like she's barred up. She can sing. Hell of a performer, stage presence. Like she's a
yeah.
star, bro. She's a whole. She's a
Shout
star.
out to her for representing Tampa, and me living in Florida. I can relate to it always just being Miami this, Miami that. So when she said that in the speech, I relate to that. I feel that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to her and shout out to TDE for seeing that. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get more into TDE in a second. But BJ, I need you to clear out for a sec. I need you to clear out for a sec because Dylan has some explaining to do. Because your boy Brish Breezy your boy Bruce Breezy won Best R&B Album of the Year when Dylan Fields, the nice one I might add, was talking shit, talking crazy. So BJ, I need you to just take a step back. Yeah, I need you to take a step back, and I need Dylan to explain why 1111 won Best R&B Album of the Year and why he was wrong and incorrect in saying, and I quote, "boof" and not good.
Sensational.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate you. The floor is yours, Dylan.
No. So first off, the Grammys have historically
I need you to speak
gotten
up,
these
brother. I need
things
you to
wrong.
speak up. I
The
can't hear you.
Grammys have historically gotten these things wrong. Okay? All right? Historically. And we can go back in the catalogs. I
Oh
won't
no.
do it. I won't do it. I don't want to bore the listener, but what I'll tell you is that they missed out. They really missed out. Okay? That Moody Long album, however we say her name,
See, you
Money Long.
can't see.
Okay?
Don't disrespect that black lady like that, man.
I know. I'm trying.
No,
I
she
don't know.
won something though. Go ahead. Go ahead.
She did. She won
That's live
I think it was the
performance.
best R&B performance. Yeah, the live
Yes.
Mm,
performance that she did on BAT,
mm.
which was fire. That was fire. It was honestly
All right
fire. She
then.
was
So
walking
so hold
around and like
that. So hold
that,
that.
that was
So hold
good.
that. We're gonna give this to Brish Breezy, the icon, the legend, on his
But like
1111 album. That is the best R&B album of the year. And you disagreed with that before they could even let the man give his speech.
you want me to run it back?
Explain yourself.
Boof.
Yeah,
Not good.
damn. Double down
That's
on it.
what do you want me to what? I don't my opinion hasn't changed. I
Oh.
have listened to all 46 tracks again, and I don't like all right. It's not for me. It's not
Yeah.
for me. And it doesn't feel like an R&B album. Just feels like I don't know. I mean, I guess it is an R&B album, but it's like uh,
So Revenge by
not
Money
it.
Long should have won. That's where you at with it.
Yes, absolutely.
What are getting people what are like three joints off there? Like if somebody has never listened to that album before, really want to become.
Why should this have won the Grammy?
You feel me? What would be your three joints on there that are like,
Okay. Okay.
yo,
Hold
this
on.
shit is R
Hold
and
on.
B. I'm
We
like,
still don't
that's
know how to say her name, BJ. We still don't know how to say her name.
and that's I'm not gonna disrespect that queen by even trying. Just know that we love and appreciate you. You are a gorgeous woman. Oh my
Oh
god.
my goodness, you got to
Oh
relax,
yeah.
man.
I'm just saying, man, that lady is wild.
Then what? Type questions. Type questions is great.
Is that the freestyle joint that she did?
I think so. Hold on. I had to listen to it. I had to listen to it. You
That
put me on the
freestyle she
spot.
did on Sway was also super dope.
Yeah. Yeah, no. But that's who my vote would have been for. And it's not for Chris Brown at all. That's for sure.
At all.
That's for sure.
Okay, all right then.
I respect the double down.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah. He asked for it.
So, I guess some other things I kind of wanted to touch on the Grammys. I guess one more thing before we get into Kendrick, who obviously just took over everything. We'll get into that in a second. One thing that I saw was Alicia Keys winning the Grammy Global Impact Award. And I just kind of wanted to highlight this award in itself. The Global Grammy Impact Award is a special Grammy awarded to Black music creators who are just dedicated to, just music and the art and, just the industry itself. And it's named after Dr. Dre. It's fairly new, came out in 2022, and Alicia Keys is the recipient of 2025. And I just wanted to kind of just shout out Alicia Keys. She looked amazing with the gold. She's just like a queen. She had the gold queenly shit going on. You know what I mean?
Speech was fire.
Her speech was amazing. Her last album was amazing. And I've always just been a huge Alicia Keys fan. And I just love that, the Grammys are taking this turn and just representing us in the right way. You know, growing up, I had issues with the Grammys. I went to a Lupe Fiasco concert, and he changed my perspective on the Grammys just a little bit. And ever since then, the Grammys have just been progressively getting better. And I think that's why we were just all just kind of a little more excited than we usually were this year. Maybe not to watch it, but just to just see people up there kind of doing what they were doing. Just seeing people being represented the right way. I think this is the first time in a long time that we've had consistent conversations about it. So it's good to see. And shout out to that award just being created. And with that being said, I guess we'll just get into the star of the show, Mr. Kendrick Lamar. I mean, he had the biggest year. I mean, when I look back, I can't really think of another artist who had like a bigger year than this. Maybe like when Drake dropped his Views and like he had like a billion streams, the first rapper to hit a billion streams with like in 2 songs or whatever. But man, like what Kendrick has done this year was just really phenomenal and is represented by him just knocking it out the park with. I'm sure I think he sweeped that and researched the sweep, but I mean I know he took home the grand prize, which is record of the year. Let's go with you, BJ. How are you feeling about Kendrick winning, record of the year and just his year last year in general, man? Just kind of how he handled everything and just how he just kind of took over 2024.
For sure. Like I said, I think I said it in the last pod, and if I didn't, I said on this one. I think the same way like we talk about like the 2016 year, like 2024 was a hell of a year for music. Like, I think the further we get from it, the more we're gonna just remember it for just like it's just a year where just a ridiculous amount of creative input was put out into the universe. And yeah, and Kendrick was at the tip of that. He hasn't missed. Like he everything he's literally everything he's done um has been gold. And it was really cool to see it culminate on Grammy night in the Canadian tuxedo. Um
I didn't know
Right.
that. I didn't know that.
you know what I
That's
mean?
Yep.
hilarious.
In the denim on denim. Uh
That's absolutely hilarious.
you know what I mean? It was yeah, bro. It's incredible, bro. I mean, that not like us that not like us track has I mean it's united the entire city,
Yeah,
united the
man.
entire coast, reinvigorated just hip hop with just injected hip hop with a lot of just with a lot of that energy that I felt like we was missing, man. I feel like people are really. I feel like people. I feel like people really care again. And yeah, man, I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see him continue the momentum. I think. I definitely think he's gonna have a project with SZA at some point this year. Um, and I'm super. And it's crazy. I think it might. I ain't gonna say. I think Drake might have got Ja ruled, bro. I really did. I ain't gonna hold you. I think Drake.
Ex-
I think in the
explain that
sense of
statement.
Oh,
I
Explain that statement.
I got you. It might be. It might be. It might be cooked for this nigga, man. The fact that he had the fact that he had a room full of I ain't gonna say it was all white people, but it was a lot of white folks in that Grammy room. And he did the song cut off. The song cut off. And everybody in the room rapped A minor. And I'm not saying I don't think the nigga's a pedophile. I don't think that I don't stand by the sentiment that like every rap bar needs to be fact checked. I think
Yeah, it's rap beef, nigga. The fuck?
yeah, I think
Rap
the point
beef.
of the bar is that he's done weird kind of questionable shit, and the fact that he can make you think about him being potentially A minor and the fact that it was clever um is the point of the bar. But so yeah, I don't actually think he's a PF. But the fact that he had a room full of very successful white folks, powerful white folks singing that part just speaks to, you know what I mean, just the reach of that song, bro. Like shouts out King Kendrick doing the full sweep. Not like us. Cannot wait to see this performance. Man, he's had as good of a year. If he's had as good of a year as you can have for real. Um, I really did. I'm. So you think he'll y'all think he'll put GNX into you think he'll submit GNX next year for twenty
absolutely,
twenty five?
absolutely,
I don't know. Can you do
absolutely.
that?
Yeah,
He
they've
probably
done that before.
they probably got his name on this shit right now.
Yeah, I
I
guarantee
don't know.
they
I
do.
mean, we'll see, bro.
He's probably performing,
So
bro.
that was
Like,
my next. That was really going to be my next question. I guess I'll take it to you, Dill. Like, this is not gonna stop, right? Like, he dropped his album late last year, so it is up for the Grammys next year. He's got the Super Bowl coming up as well. Like, the run of this Kendrick run isn't stopping next year. Like,
when you look, I
National
want to take a
tour.
few. I want
national
to take
tour. Like, what are you really expecting?
right.
Like, like, where are we expecting to see Kendrick after at the end of 2025? Dill.
Well, I'll answer that question, but real quick, a few things that I really liked. One, he took home 5 Grammys. He's done that now 3 times
Yeah,
as an artist, taking home 5 Grammys. He took them home for a single on Sunday
bro.
night.
That's
Okay, that's incredible. That is incredible, right? Most artists don't grace 15 Grammys, don't get nominated for those. He's won those, right? He's won now. I mean, he's in a list of people that is very few to take that home. I mean, in 2015, he won it for "To Pimp a Butterfly," 2018 for "Damn," and then now for "Not Like Us." He's on a crazy
You
run.
don't
I mean, it's
miss.
insane. It's insane. It's insane. It's going to be studied. And I'm not happy for the day that we will inevitably see where we don't have more Kendrick music, but that is not today. We have it. I'm very happy for it. And one thing I really like about the GNX album that's really great is, I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed when I first looked at the album, did you guys have an initial thing that you noticed right away?
Like visually,
Just left looking out the set list.
a
Well,
lot of the
dude,
hard part six stuck out, and
what stuck out is there was no "Not Like Us." It's not
yeah,
in GNX's set list.
uh
in the track
It's
list.
not in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Or
that's
track
over
list, I'm
with.
sorry.
It's over
It's
with.
not in
It's
the
a
track
single.
list. And I liked that a lot. And there was a fan that reached out to I think it was Top on TD or on X and on fucking Twitter. And he uh he um he asked him, he was like, why did you do that? Why did you guys not put it on the album? Was that intentional? And he said, yeah, it was very much so intentional. This was meant to be viewed as a separate piece. That single was for the beef. This is for G and X as a project. And I really like that there was that distinction there, because it was very easy to just get swept up in that whole whirlwind of it and think that, this is because he might say something here or there, that this is a whole, Drake album, but it's not. And I really like the album a lot, and I can't wait for it to be honored at the Grammys next year. And that's what I think is coming forward. To answer your question, Sinai, is I think he's going to have a historic run. I think this Super Bowl, we've only heard about him and SZA right now. I don't know if you guys remember Super Bowls in the past. There's always other artists, right? I have seen Sinai. I don't know if you've seen this at all. Have you seen this?
My
Have you seen
my
this?
mother brought something to my attention. Continue. I haven't looked nothing up.
Have you seen Absol
My mother said
talking
something
about?
about something.
He's been talking about. I don't know. He's been putting murmurings out there that he may be intertwined with it or
I don't know
something,
what a
which would
murmuring is.
be.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what a murmuring
Yeah,
is.
yeah. Well, figure it out. It's he's putting things out there saying that he might be involved in the Super Bowl, and how incredible would that be?
I can
I
see a
mean, to
black
have
hippie. I can see like a black hippie.
right.
I
That's what
might
I think
cry.
might
I
I
don't
happen.
know.
might cry.
I
I
don't know
might
if
cry.
he'll do an actual song, but I can see him bringing them on the stage just so that like we can just so they can all kind of like just bask in the moment.
I'm crying.
Right.
That's because it
I'm
is
crying.
like it's a. I mean, I just don't know if they have. I don't know if. And I know y'all are more TDE, like y'all are for real black hippie. But I just don't know if they have a song with like all of them that has enough of a reach that might be worthy of that platform. Not worthy, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I just don't know if they got a
They
song.
could all just do their biggest joint real quick. Just do a quick verse. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
They all got a verse with Kendrick on some
It's
big
only
ass track.
4 minutes.
All I know is Jay-Z is behind the scene working with Kendrick Lamar, SZA, and potentially Absol.
J Rock can
It's
do
gonna
Win.
be
Schoolboy Q can do Collard Greens. Absol, and they can do what's that one joint from GTA?
oh,
Illuminate.
yeah,
Just from GTA. Anyone play GTA?
yeah.
I don't see it. I ain't gonna
Come
hold
on,
you.
man.
I don't see it.
I don't
We'll
either,
see.
but my mom
We'll
sent me the
see.
shit. And like, I'm just gonna just have that. My mom sent me some shit, and
Don't set your heart. Don't set your. Don't get
I'm
disappointed, brother.
I'm gonna keep recording a podcast. That's all I'm gonna do. That's all I'm gonna keep doing. All right. Yeah. So we all looking forward to the Super Bowl. Like that's gonna be fucking like amazing, right? It's gonna be the dopest shit we've ever seen. We all
Right.
we all agree on that, right?
The performance,
Oh my
yeah. I mean,
gosh.
it's gonna be.
The
We don't even
performance.
care about this Lil Wayne. We don't care about that, right? No one here gives a fuck about
I
like.
still think the Prince and/or Michael Jackson performance might be probably the best Super Bowl performance. But I'm just super excited to see what he does with it, though.
Prince went ballistic.
It was
Ones that I've
raining, bro.
seen,
It
I've
was
seen the
raining.
Prince one.
Purple
It's,
rain, bro. Like,
yeah, I mean, nah, that's
come on,
different. That's
dog.
different.
Come
That's
on,
God.
dog.
That's God. That's the
Come on,
Lord.
dog.
No, that's the Lord. That's
Come
the
on,
Lord's work.
dog.
I mean, bro. I mean that shit, bro. I don't know, but for me though, like in most recent memory, man, that shit that a couple years ago, that Dr. Dre, Snoop, Kendrick, Eminem, 50 Cent,
That
like
was tough.
I was like, bro, I cannot wait for this shit. Like that was one where I'm like,
That was
nigga,
tough.
I was ready to go. That one I was ready
Yeah,
to
that was
go.
that was really cool.
Yeah, like in celebrating Dr. Dre and everything he had done in the West Coast, like that was like super, super dope. Like so for me, them two right there, top tier. Top tier.
Agreed. Agreed.
All right. So I
I mean,
mean,
we
so
have yeah, yeah,
yeah, Super
yeah.
Bowl picks. What where we at? Where we at? Who we got?
Eagles
We betting 5,000 on it right now.
down with the Chiefs, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
Chiefs and the refs. Wait, what you mean? Down what you mean down with the Chiefs? Fuck them? Fuck them?
Yes, I mean, I'm finna
Oh.
say that's the only. I don't know no
You
other
don't like the Chiefs? For
I
real?
don't know no other way to interpret down with the Chiefs.
Like
Brother,
I'm rocking
fly
with them. I'm down with them.
fly,
Hey,
Eagles,
I'm down with
fly.
them. I said
Okay?
down with them though.
Why do you not like the Chiefs?
Because they fuck them, bro. Like they cheating. You know what I mean? They got
For
this.
real?
They got this. They got this.
I
They got
like the Chiefs, man.
man. Man. I ain't mad at the black. I ain't mad at the semi black man. But I'm going with the Eagles.
Come on, bro. Don't
I'm
come
going with
on,
the Eagles,
bro.
man. I'm going with the Eagles, man.
I definitely want the Eagles to win.
Going with the Eagles, man.
Who do we think's gonna win? Like, come on, guys. Come on. Like, let's-
I'm going with the
give me
Eagles.
some analysis here, gentlemen.
I'm going with the Eagles.
So so I like the Eagles because I think that they in a game where both teams really want it, one of those teams has recently lost the damn Super Bowl and made it right the fuck back. Knows what it's like, got socked right in the face and was able to get right back to that stage again. Not only that, but they added somebody to their roster named Saquon Barkley, who just rushed for almost 2,000 yards this year, which is nothing to be just
Yeah, I saw him jump over him like
forgotten about.
backwards.
Man, and it's the Super Bowl. Okay, these people, they've been waiting so long to make it. He has been in New York. He has been a New York Giant, bro. Like,
They feel terrible, by the way. Like 'cause they got the Jaden McDaniels draft pick, and then like that. That's
oh, it
hilarious.
was yeah, no, it's awful. It's awful. It's funny. He was at a press conference interview and Jameis Winston was there doing what Jameis Winston does. And he asked him a question. He was like, "Hey man, where do I go in free agency, man? I need a job. I don't have a job anymore, man. Where do I go?" He was like, I think the Giants are looking." And it was just hilarious.
Oh
It was
man,
just
chip on
hilarious
my
'cause it was
fucking
like,
shoulder, bro. Like y'all gonna do me like
man,
that, bro?
hey, and he wasn't asking for much. They were treating him like trash, and I mean, I think a real chip is on his shoulder. So I think they have a real chance to do it. I think they've got a legit defense. I think that the only thing they're dealing with though is the unstoppable force of the Kansas City Chiefs, which I'm worried about. I am worried about,
To
but
that, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
but no, I think they've got a good shot at it. That's all. Yeah.
For sure. And just I didn't mean like I said. Apologies to try to. I didn't mean to cut you off, but to
No, you're good.
to the unstoppable force, I feel like the Eagles, unlike the Bills, unlike the Ravens, who probably have better quarterback, who probably have a better quarterback, or most people would say have a better quarterback than the Eagles. I think the fact that they have played them before in the biggest stage, and that Jalen Hurts played very well in that game. I think that they aren't. I don't think that they look at the Chiefs in the superhuman way that most teams that play against them do.
I
And I
agree.
think, I think,
They've beat them in regular season like the past 2 years. They
you
beat
know what I
them. Yeah.
mean. They got an incredible. To your point, that defense is insane. That D line is wild. Trust from a. I'm so mad. And who's to say that he would still be the player that he is if he played for the Bears? But man, Jalen Carter is a force, bro. He's so good. Um,
Nasty,
so
nasty,
Different.
so good. So
nasty.
good. They got a lot of rookies. They got a lot of young guys in that back end playing really well. And so they're set up to be good for a while. Um, I mean, AJ Brown is phenomenal. Devontae Smith is phenomenal. It's like you just mentioned, Saquon Barkley has been running crazy all years, but especially in these playoffs. And yeah, bro, I think I think last year was probably the best chance that we had to knock Patty off his game. Because even though he hasn't been playing great this year, he has played really well in the fourth quarter all year. Um, so I mean, I'm definitely worried about him. I ain't gonna hold you. The Chiefs definitely are the Chiefs, but I think the Eagles are equipped as any other team in the league to beat them. Especially if Jalen Hurts can come and have a good day. I know he gonna get a good little cortisone shot in that knee. He ain't gonna be feeling nothing. Good adrenaline. You know what I mean? We just need one game, baby. We just need one game
Right.
last season. We need one game, and we could dethrone these
Right.
niggas, yo. That's all I'm saying, bro. I do not want to live in a world where And it's crazy, bro. That nigga like he ain't even 30 yet. Like
Who, Patty?
Patrick Mahomes is like 28, 29, bro. That shit is wild, bro.
Yeah,
He's
bro.
I do have a
Insane.
question, like, because I don't really watch football like that. And like all year, so a lot of my information is word of mouth. And all year I heard about the Lions, the Vikings, the Eagles, the Bills, the Ravens. Like no one talked about the Chiefs. And like I am a Dolphins fan, so I look up like the undefeated teams, whatever. And like, bro, they were 15-1. It's like, why are we not
Well, I think
are folks sick of the Chiefs? Are we sick of the Chiefs?
no, people didn't talk about the Chiefs because they knew they would be there.
15
That's
and
why they
1.
didn't
They knew
talk
they'd be
about the
15
Chiefs.
and 1. But all I'm hearing about the Chiefs is Patrick Mahomes off year. Jarvis Kelsey ain't doing what he's
it's
doing.
how they won. It's how they won. They haven't won convincingly all year.
Yeah.
They won
Especially
15 games.
but they skirted by in those 15 games. Like especially in comparison to like you said, like the Lions who were beating the hell out of teams. Like and like Patrick Mahomes, his numbers outside of the fourth quarter haven't been nearly as Patrick. Like he set the bar so high, especially like offense, like the way their offense was running, like in their heyday. Excuse me. I'm. I mean, the football guy in me. Good teams find a way to win close games. They find a way to win games. And to your point, they've lost the game. Like they've lost the game all year. But the eye test, the TV test, you know what I
They
mean?
ain't dropping 30. They ain't beating niggas by 30 how they used to.
You feel me?
By the third quarter, the game is over.
You know what I mean? You beating teams by a field goal, by a point every other week. And then on top of that, like it is fatigue. Like these niggas been good. And like
Yeah, fatigue's a real deal. Yeah.
he didn't been to like what 7, like it's 4 or 5 straight in it like championship games. Like his fuck Pat. But if I was if I
Wow.
lived in Kansas City, it would be like you couldn't tell me nothing. But I don't. So fuck Pat.
I love the Chiefs,
Right.
honestly, man. But you know, my mama Eagles fan, so that's where I'm at with it.
Fly Eagles fly.
That's where I'm at with it.
Right.
That's where I'm at
Go
with it.
Jalen.
Absolutely.
And he got a black fiance. It's Black History Month, baby. Fuck Trump.
Well, all right. Well, sticking to sports, we're gonna go to the basketball world. You know, the Super Bowl is coming, so you know it's basketball time. And Luka Doncic gets traded to the Los Angeles Lakers
For a bag of chips.
for Anthony Davis. Let's relax. Damn,
For a
Wow.
bag
Yeah.
of
That's
chips.
that's
crazy.
crazy.
For a
Bag
bag
of
of
The
chips.
chips.
bag of
Wow.
chips went to Utah. We can't even know that nigga name.
Right.
I don't even
Yeah.
know.
Right.
The bag of chips went to Utah.
For a
Whatever
bag.
his name was, he
Oh,
went.
he's pissed. He's pissed.
He has to go Michael Jordan mode because I don't know his name. And they're like, hey, that's the dude who got
Yeah.
traded from the. But
Right.
anyway, we talking about Luca. How are we feeling? What's the reaction? You know, he's been injured, but you know, he touched down in LA. He's got the 77 purple and gold. Dylan, go ahead, man. You're a Slovenian brother.
Well, first off, I would like to say
Hell
that's how he sounded in that interview, man.
yeah,
Like,
he
oh,
tired as shit. He ain't got no
yeah,
sleep,
bro.
bro. He don't know what
He
the
didn't
fuck
want to.
going.
He didn't want to talk to nobody, bro.
I
I
I
wouldn't
don't think I've
either.
ever seen a nigga in a suit for real. Like,
Before I get into Luca, bro, I do not envy that part of an NBA player's job to sit there and talk to people that I don't want to talk to ever. At times when I don't want to talk to anyone, is like
yeah, all
the
yeah.
worst.
Yeah, you're all
It's
saying
like
I'm fat. You're all saying my game
it's
is
like
this and that.
yeah,
And I got to
bro.
talk to
The
y'all
interviewers.
niggas.
It's like, hey Luca, thanks for coming in today. Wanted to ask you. I know that it's been a really, really traumatic and hard, tough days for a few days for you. Can you just speak to how hard that's been? Like, what the? Yeah, it's been really tough. It's been really tough. I'm going through it right now,
He's like,
but
"How do you
we're
feel about
excited
the
to be here."
decision if you're getting
Like,
traded?" He's like, "It was never my
it's
decision.
like, do
I
the
could do anything
reporters
about it."
even do the reporters even want to be there? Is it like they just gotta clock in? It's like, oh shit, he's showing up. Shit, we probably have a few things we should ask him, right? Like, it's like I don't know. Sometimes I really don't envy that. But for as far as the Luka trade itself, I'm not excited to see what happens with the Lakers. Like, there's part of me that's like, well, they don't have a big man. But then there's part of me that's like, that doesn't fucking matter. It's
Yes,
LeBron
LeBron
James and
James.
Luka Doncic. Like, so then it's like, it's like I'm terrified,
Yeah,
you know.
like
And they gave it. You're gonna hand him the keys to this Maserati right before the playoffs. Like, I'm not happy about that. If you look at the Vegas odds, one thing that's really funny to point out is that previous to the trade, the Mavericks were one. They had 1 in 16 odds to win the championship, right? Since the trade, oh, and then the Lakers had like 1 in 34 or something like that. So since the trade, they've swapped completely,
wow.
and now they're both in opposite places. Now the Lakers have 1 out of 16 chances to win, according to Vegas, and it's like I don't know how that trade happened. Like, I tried to like convince myself I liked it because I want Kyrie to have a big man, and I kind of think that him and Luca together were having some growing pains that they needed to figure out. But it's like, man, look, you disagree with me, brother.
They were in the finals last year, brother.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool, and they got their ass
Yo,
whooped.
I mean, but they were in
they
the
was in the
finals.
finals, bro. They was
It's
in the
like,
finals, bro.
ain't they like fifth in the West right now, bro?
It's
I mean,
crazy to me. Like they was in the finals,
I
bro.
mean, Luka ain't played a lot this year. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
Continue
I
with Dallas,
agree with
but
you.
that fucked me.
I agree with you. And if you look at Luca's points per game and everything this year, it's like it's, it's crazy to say that he's out of shape. Like, the dude's averaging like 28 or 29 points per game, I think,
I
on the
think
games that he's played.
do you think it was more the commitment, like because they keep talking about the contract that like because if the team drafted you, they get to pay you a bigger max than any other team, and their max that they're going to pay him, like they were going to be paying Luca like 70, 80 million a
Oh, like
year.
345
Yeah,
million. Yeah,
like
or
we
some
talking
shit. Yeah.
soccer euros now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where we were going with it. And they were just like, yo, we don't want to commit to someone who is, we had issues with, just on and off the court. Like, and that's a lot of money, bro. And that's a lot of unprecedented money. Like that's you know what I'm saying? Like as much as people shit
No,
on Jason Tatum, much as people shit on Jason Tatum, like yo, like he showed up to the court. He stayed professional off the court. You know what I'm saying? And he got the job done. And that's why he's getting that's why he got that stupid ass contract. Like I guess the Mavericks didn't see it in that way. I mean,
Right,
before
but you see it in Anthony Davis. That's what's confusing. That's what's confusing. It's like, if that's your view on it, how is Anthony Davis the solution to that problem?
I mean, Anthony
Like,
Davis is a
that's
perfect. I mean, I don't think you have to worry about Anthony Davis being in shape or being quote unquote like committed to like the team or winning culture in the same way that they're claiming that they were with Luca.
Anthony Davis is also like 30, what, 8 or
Hell
36 or
no.
something like that?
Hell no.
36? How
32,
old is he?
He's
I
31.
got you.
32?
He's 31.
He's 31?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
31.
So he's not, okay, he's not super old. But I mean, Luca's
25.
what, 25, right? I mean, I don't know. And I think if you ask anybody, they would say that they would take, if they're starting a franchise today, you're taking Luca over Anthony Davis. I really don't think that's a question.
Not Dallas.
Which is why
And
I'm
it's
like, bro,
yeah,
I'm pushing back on all of that bullshit. They tweak, G. You can't rationalize. They got a bag of chips. I don't care if they got Anthony Davis, bro. You could have got you could have got Anthony Davis and almost everybody else not named LeBron James. Like the fact that how do you have that deal and you don't get Dalton Kincaid or you don't get Austin
Reeves.
Reeves? Like you
Yeah,
don't give me all the picks. Every pick that
you're
you
right.
have left, I want them all. Luka Doncic right now is arguably the third or fourth best player in the league, like right now. His resume right now, outside of winning the NBA championship, is better than everything that Anthony Davis has done to his career up to right now. And that's with him winning a championship and being did he win 2? Has he won 2 gold medals?
What about defensive player of the year?
It, all of that, all of that, all of that.
You did what?
Luka has led a team last year to the finals. He led a
Okay.
second team. He led a worse team to the Western Conference Finals. With before hold on, wait. Y'all cooked for a while. Y'all talked for a minute, bro. y'all talked for a long time. You talking, bro? Y'all talking about it's a lot of money, bruh. He's the third best player in the league. Jaylen Brown is getting paid $300 million right now. You telling me Luka not better than Jaylen Brown? You telling me like y'all talking about that's a lot of bread. The cap is only going up. Like that's just the going rate for generational
Right.
players. And you had that. And he didn't want to leave, bro. Like players like Luka don't come to you. Trust me. I I've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for a player like Luka to come to the Bulls. Trust me, they don't. They don't grow on trees, G. They don't grow on trees, G.
Hey, Brian,
They
Brian,
do
I
not.
want you to talk to me in hypotheticals right now, right? Let's say that trade never happened with the Lakers. You wake up tomorrow morning and it happens. They traded Luka Doncic to the Bulls. What are you doing?
It's up. You can't. No one can tell me nothing. Like you can't tell me nothing. Like, bro, he's proven that he can take not even a great team to the like he can win. Like Anthony Davis, for all that he's a great player, I think he might have been. Can't remember if he was NBA 75, but he'll have a strong case for being on the next one when it's all said and done. But he's never led. He's he's arguably never been the best player on a championship team. Even like even the year that they won the league, even the year that they won the ship, LeBron went Scotty. AD played out of his mind. Don't get me wrong. And I think isn't that the year he won Defensive Player of the Year, the bubble year with when they won the ship.
Yeah. Over that was over Giannis, I think.
You know what I'm
That's when he
saying?
won it.
And I ain't gonna hold. And I do think he should have a couple more, but Defensive Player of the Year has been a little watered down at least the past 10 years or so. But whatever. He got the award. Um, I just think the going rate for a generational player that doesn't want to be moved and you trade him in the middle of the night and you didn't get any picks is insane to me. It's insane to me. Like there's no way that the Lakers should have all of their young players right now, all of their picks, and the fact that they let Rob Pelinka tell them no. Like they were trying to get they were trying to get other pieces, and Rob just told them no,
Yep.
and they still
Yep.
did it. Bro, what
Well,
are y'all
Nico
doing?
is yeah,
What are we doing
yeah,
right now? What are we doing?
right.
Like I don't care. I don't care if he out of shape. I don't care if he yell at the refs. The man win. The man the
Yeah,
man is the Luka
right.
Magic
They
is
went. They went. They went to the finals.
Luka Magic.
Here's what I'll say. Here's where I agree with Brian 100%. I am an Oklahoma City Thunder fan. I love this trade because the Lakers got to figure out whatever the fuck they got to do, and we could not beat the Dallas Mavericks. We lost them in the playoffs last year, and we got like 8 losses this year. I think 2 of them, at guaranteed 2 of them are to Dallas, maybe 3. We could not beat them. So them fucking all that up is like, oh, this is amazing. Gives us a real good chance.
It makes no sense to me.
So I'm loving it.
It makes no sense.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
And like now you gotta hope he stays healthy. Hope that excuse me. Hope that Kyrie decides to that he wants to still be there. I bet Klay Thompson, bro, if he could redo it, I bet Klay would have been like, you know what? I would have took less bread to stay where I was at. I ain't gonna fake.
Nah, man, Clay had a rough year last year, bro. That shit was not sweet. That was a rough year last year, my boy.
I bet Clay would have thugged it out.
And they, they didn't appreciate him. They're at least trying to appreciate Clay in Dallas. Like he was not appreciated, and
They finna.
he did not feel appreciated in Golden State anymore. And you don't want to be somebody in for it. Like, bro, I hated seeing Clay Thompson like just on the bench looking like that last year. Like that shit hurt to see. So I disagree with that. I can't rock with
Yeah, I
that.
bet he.
But we're gonna see how it's still Anthony fucking Davis. Like it's Kyrie, Clay Thompson, Anthony Davis, bro. Like it's that if they figure that out, bro, like shit, like that's not something sweet. That's not something to sniff at all. And Kyrie being the primary ball handler, like that'll always put fear in my fucking heart. I don't really know what else to tell people.
It's just the organization as a whole that I think is something that's questionable, right? I mean, you look at now, Nico Harrison he's let Jalen Brunson, Kristaps Porzingis, and Luka fall through his hands, and those are all debatably generational talents, right? And so it's like, how do you do that? How do you do that and expect to curate talent better than those three guys? I mean, if you're
And
in
then
the draft,
trade
you're
Luka.
looking for those. Yeah, and it's a questionable decision. It sucks for Mavs fans. I feel for them. I feel like there should be some way to check these owners.
I feel like the
when they
Kristaps
start
one.
to pick.
I feel like the Kristaps isn't as bad because he was hurt. They didn't like each other.
Yo, he's having a good career, man. Like
I mean, he's had an okay career, but like,
I mean, hindsight's 2020.
yeah, they didn't like each other. Like they didn't get along. Like they.
But part of your GM job is to predict talent. Like that's your job is to predict what's going to be.
I mean, they did draft Jalen though in the second round,
and then they let go of him for chump change, like nothing.
no,
right?
They traded him for Kyrie. They got Kyrie. Oh no, that was after. That was after. No, I'm tripping.
They got like Spencer Dinwiddie, I think, or something.
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
It was not. Yeah,
but I mean, none of us knew Jalen was going to be Jalen. I mean, he went crazy in that playoff.
He was a dog before he got traded.
He went crazy in that playoff run for sure. He definitely went crazy in that playoff run for sure. But yeah, but he might be the best Nick. He might mess around and be like the best Nick ever, or maybe not best Nick ever, but he might be better than what he's done for the Knicks. Might be better than might be at least in the modern era. Might be the best thing we've seen. Like since if he can take that team to the finals, he might be better than Pat. He might be a better Nick than Pat. He already a better Nick than Melo. He's accomplished more.
Tonight, talk about it. I mean, talk about it.
Tonight. He has, bro. He's accomplished more as a Nick. He has. He did it. He's a perennial all-star, all-NBA guy. Took a pay cut for his man so the team could be good. Come on, man. Come on, man.
So to clarify, we're saying Melo and Pat.
The nigga played for the team for 2 years, and he's a better Nick than Carmelo Anthony.
What did Melo do for the Knicks, bro?
Patrick Ewing went to the final. He at least went to the finals with the Knicks.
Did I not say if he goes to the finals, he might be? I think I added that caveat.
He did say that.
I believe I did, but I don't. But yeah, how did he? I think
can they beat Cleveland first before we put this? Can this nigga beat Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell before we put him as one of the greatest Knicks of all time? Like what the
last year?
What the fuck are we talking about? It's been 2 years.
I just told you.
Brian, it's been 2 years. It's been 2 years, Brian.
He's done more for the team. What do you mean? I think at best, how many games at best did
in 2 years, Jalen Brunson has done more for the New York Knicks than Carmelo Anthony and or Patrick Ewing? That's what you telling me?
If he goes to the finals, by the end, if he goes to the finals,
you saying ifs. Stop with ifs.
Oh, then what? Nigga, because you're ignoring the caveat. I said if he goes to the finals. You're adding you talk about and or Patrick Ewing. Pick one. What you mean?
I can't, bro. He's not even in the same conversation.
Why?
He's not even in the same conversation.
Why? Explain why.
Because he's been there for 2 years. He's been there for 2 years.
3 years.
You keep saying that, but what has Carmelo done? What did Carmelo do for the league? He's
a cultural icon, bro. He went to New York when no one else wanted to. He went to New York and put him back in playoff contention, just like Jalen Brunson did.
What are we talking about?
So Give him time, bruh.
He's done it
Give him
though.
time.
He has
So
done it
the
though.
so the Knicks are going to the finals this year?
They almost did it last year, which
Are
is
they going to the finals this year?
did.
Are they going to the finals this year?
They're what are they not top 3?
Are the Knicks going? Are you betting on the Knicks are going to the finals this year?
Regardless of if you're talking about projections, I'm talking about what he's done. I'm talking about body of work right
No,
now.
you're not talking about what he's done because you're saying if. You're saying ifs.
You're projecting.
You said if he goes to the finals. He ain't went to the
I'm
finals yet. So
saying
you're talking about what he's done. You're talking about ifs.
up to this point, it's up to the same amount or better than Carmelo. Body of work right now for the Knicks organization. That's not a projection. I'm saying what he's done, what he has accomplished for the team right now. That's not a projection, sir.
I can't do it, bro. Melo done scored like
You do.
8,000 points for the Knicks. Went to the
Lord,
playoffs multiple times, bro. Like, what are we
what did
talking
they do
about,
in
bro?
the
Went there
playoffs?
when nobody was doing nothing. He had no one on the squad. He was a one-man army. Like, come on, ran against LeBron James. Jalen Brunson ain't playing LeBron James in the playoffs. Like, what are we talking about? I can't,
He controlled that?
bro. 3 years, bro. You living in the recent bias. You talking about if and now if he'll go to the finals, bro.
I'm gonna look at
Give me a break. He is not going to the final, and you're not betting on him going to the finals this year. What are you talking about? I know you're not betting on him going.
Over 30 points.
Who going to the finals at the East, BJ?
Bro?
BJ, who going out the finals at the East, bro?
What are you talking about, bro? They got a great. If they stay healthy, they can make it. I think they almost.
I just need you to answer that question for me. Who you think going to the finals at the East, bro?
The Boston Celtics, the reigning champions.
Okay. So you don't even have Brunson going to the finals this year.
I damn sure ain't have Carmelo going to the finals damn near any year he was in the league.
Okay.
Especially
because he's going up against he's one of the greatest of all time. Jalen Brunson ain't doing that. And Melo went up against him by himself when no one else wanted to do it. Super disgruntled. Jalen Brunson went in there and everything started getting sweet and the catering to him and all that.
Who was going to the Knicks, bro? Who got the Knicks? Who got the Knicks lit? That they were bummed.
No, you're right. It was one, bro. Brunson is the man. Brunson is the man, 1,000%. And he's like the man of the time. But like just to compare him to Melo and Patrick Ewing, like they've been there for years.
You're comparing him to Patrick Ewing. I said if he goes to the finals, I said where he's at right now is better than Melo. You started doing all this Patrick Ewing bullshit.
Okay, so Melo still can't do it, bro. He's iconic, bro. Melo is untouchable.
What did he do in the fight? What did he do in the playoffs though?
Lost to LeBron James.
They win.
Lost to LeBron James.
You keep saying that, but that's what are we talking about though? They lost.
Yeah,
they lost.
Yeah,
Jalen Brunson won. Has won multiple times.
No.
And his team to a top 3.
He went to the Eastern Conference Finals. That's nice. That's great. I love that. And I love when New York is winning because the league is better when New York's winning. And I want him to keep winning. But like, no one has him going to the finals. No one has him going to the finals.
That's not true.
Hold on. I got to get the charger. Hold on.
So we'll just cut out real quick. Speaking of Jordan a little bit, we were talking about Melo, right? We were talking about Melo.
I just want to see his playoff numbers.
Okay. We look up some playoff numbers. I got you.
Show.
Yeah. No, so, well, I'm just gonna segue here. We're just gonna sit here and I'm gonna segue a little bit, boys. We're gonna talk about that Jordan campaign that came out recently.
Fire.
Were you guys able to check that out?
Fire.
We were talking about Melo. Melo was a Jordan athlete, right?
Melo, Luka, Tatum,
yeah.
Paolo Banchero, Orlando, Zion.
Bro,
I really like that commercial because it like kind of really spoke to how much it impacted everything. Not just basketball. How much Jordan and his shoe and the identity that he built and culture that he built around it had impacted everything. I mean, it was just crazy to see it kind of spiderweb out and put visuals to it. It was really dope. I really liked the commercial a lot.
It was great. And I think like talking about how like, they tried to ban it. You know what I'm saying? How they were like trying to get like, they were like, yo, this is not allowed. And he's like, yo, what if we just, what if we went along with that? You know what I'm saying? I thought that was super dope. Who is the guy? Is that a specific person that like they were making fun of in the commercial? Like the white guy with the glasses? Is he supposed to look like somebody?
Oh,
It
the guy
looked
they
like they
started
was
with?
like it was like if this guy, like, what was he thinking? This guy right here, whatever. At the end of it,
No,
like
they said if he didn't pay the fine. I think that's supposed to be, uh, like the Phil Knight maybe, or whoever the lead was of Nike at that time,
that
because he
looks
was
like that's
always
supposed
cutting
to be
out the check
somebody. I ain't gonna
because he
lie.
would get fined.
That looks like that's supposed to be somebody.
Yeah, it is. Probably. Probably. Yeah, we should definitely probably know. But, yeah, no, it was really good. I thought it was really well done. Um, yeah, yeah.
BJ, Chicago kid.
Uh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
What are you doing, bro?
I'm looking at these Mellow Brunson stats, bro.
Oh my god, bro! This dude is crazy.
I'm looking, bro. I'm saying,
Oh my
look at
god.
these playoff stats, bro. I'm just saying, bro. It gets spooky. I'm just saying it get a little spooky, man. This nigga, just saying, man, it get a little spooky, bro. I'm not talking about his whole career. I'm just talking about with the Knicks, bro. I'm just talking about with the Knicks.
Hey, I'm gonna let y'all get back to that, but there are a few more things I want to touch on real quick. Okay,
I'm just saying.
so
I ain't gonna say we can move on. I'm just saying it get a little. Look it up.
that's a conversation for later. Conversation for later.
It gets
Conversation for
spooky.
later. We don't need to
It
go
gets
back to that.
spooky.
What I would say is I know that last week that we were when we recorded, we had touched on the ASAP Rocky trial. Since then, there's kind of been some more updates, kind of shit that's came out naturally through them doing their interview process and all that. What we've seen recently is uh, Relly on the stand, actually, and been able to see him talk through kind of his perspective, and he's getting grilled by the defense right now, is what we've been seeing a lot.
Yeah,
So,
cross examination.
yeah, and so
Yeah, man.
I don't know if you guys have been able to see much of it or.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just like just kind of what you've been saying that the cross examinations have been going on. He's taking the stand, and he's
Yeah,
been kind of fumbling it a little bit.
that's what
Kind
I
of throwing
thought,
out.
man, when I was watching it. It felt like he was really giving the defense was doing what the defense needed to do. And
You
that's
know,
just give
that's
you a question of
in
what the hell
of what
happened that day or if you can trust this guy. And they're doing that. They're breaking him down on the stand, and it sucks because I definitely think I mean it does I don't want to see Rocky go away, first off. But I definitely think that Rocky shot that man. And so it's like it's like it's like it's fucked. It's fucked because it's like I'm torn, right? It's like I want to see you put your best foot out there, dude. I want you to be able to present yourself well, you know,
Oh,
and make sure that you're getting defended the way you need to. But at the same time, it's just
you shot that nigga, bro.
it's it's funny.
But I
It's
think
funny
it's like,
because
but Rocky's like, it's with
he
the starter pistol. Rocky's like, I shot him. I shot the starter pistol.
it was like, baby. But it's just like, bro, what are you doing with a prop? The whole thing is weird, man. The whole thing is weird, and it's like, bro. First off, like them two brothers, like it's unfortunate because like that one point they were really really good
Yeah,
friends, and you would hope that even
yeah.
if they aren't homies like that, like they wouldn't be at a point to they should ideally they should be able to disagree without prop
being on
guns,
trial for their lives.
real guns being drawn. You know
And
what I
without the
mean?
court cases, like
You
that's
know what I
the
mean? But
Yeah,
it's
like they're on trial for their lives now. Like, this shit's crazy.
the whole it's all weird. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Dill. I don't know if Rocky I don't know if he shot him. Uh
I mean, not taking the plea is
he definitely feels
talk
confident.
about standing on business. You know what I'm saying?
after these past few. Yeah, I agree with you, Brad.
He
I think
definitely
he
feel
feels confident too.
he definitely feel confident in his lawyer. And I mean, like you said, it's I mean, these trials aren't necessarily about coming down with the truth. It's about being able to prove. It's about being
Yeah,
able to prove. It's about being able to not necessarily.
reasonable doubt. Create reasonable doubt.
You know what I mean? So like
Create
he can
reasonable
do
doubt.
that. He can do that. I agree. I'm with you, Dylan. I don't want to see nobody get locked up for, especially for as long as they were saying he could be down for it. He got a lot to live for, and but it's just crazy though. I wish both them brothers the best of luck, man. We'll definitely keep updating with the trial as more information continues to come out. But yeah, that cross
Yeah.
examination definitely at best worked in Rocky's favor. I'm outside looking in, and at worst, definitely kind of started to plant those seeds of doubt, or at least like make you look at really a little side eye because now it's like, dang, bro, you know, do you not? What you
He
really
started, like, coming at the prosecutor, like, and it was I mean, I get it,
Yeah,
bro, I
man.
get it. You're on the stand having to answer hard questions for people that are directing them in weird ways, trying to frame you in weird ways when they know that what they're doing is wrong and shady, and it's like, but that's what you're in,
It's a
and
court
that's
of
what
law,
you
boy.
agreed
Yeah,
to.
this ain't
That's what I'm
Harlem.
saying, and that's what right,
This
it's
ain't
not,
Harlem.
and it's not you see when he cuts away at points where he, like, sits there and he talks about, "Man, I can't fucking believe this shit. You got me looking stupid out here in 5G, blah, blah, blah," and, like and it was just it sucked because it's like, "Hold that in, bro. Hold that in. I feel you, but hold it in." Like, you can't do that because immediately that is he's just gonna feed into it. But I will say,
Yeah, I
to
mean,
kinda segue, or, unless y'all have anything else to add to the topic. So, Sanaa, you have something?
No, man, no, no, no. I mean, no, yeah, it's
What I was gonna say is in the light of recent, uh, uh man, I went online the other day. I was trying to look up topics. I was trying to look up what and the only thing that I could find, bro, was this TDE thing, bro.
yeah, man,
The sexual assault
yeah, man.
lawsuit.
There's a lot of cases for real in hip hop, for real.
and we were talking about that Dr. Dre, like the award being named after him, for the Grammys, and it's like it is interesting while he's someone that has a past, not necessarily of like assault essaying women, but definitely of like assaulting women.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Nope.
and yeah, it just speaks to how prevalent that problematic behavior is, not just in hip hop, just like but just in within society, and also how like it speaks to the duality of like these great artists that create these or help create these great moments for us, but also are capable or may be capable of doing some very very problematic dark things that we may not be such as big fans of. So yeah, it's definitely interesting. But please, Dylan, continue to introduce the topic.
Yeah, I mean, so basically what we found is that uh, it was Musa and one other person, if I can't remember who it was that have gotten um, kind of wrapped into this whole thing of essentially what, from what
Brandon
I can
Tiffett,
understand, yeah, Tiffith. So I think both of them are sons of
Yep.
Top Dog.
Yep.
brothers.
Which brings up another question. You know, SZA kind of left in a very mysterious manner recently, right? And I'm wondering if that has something to do with her leaving the management side of things. If it has something to do with that, you know, I really wonder. But outside of that, what I'd say is the topic that was brought up was that they were
They
kind of conditioning women to say that, hey, come hang out with me, come record with me, yada yada. I'm gonna get you into TDE, yada yada, blah blah blah. And they would wrap them in and kind of manipulate them into doing things that they didn't want to do in the process of doing that. And it's just like, man, it sucks that we have to have this as a topic, you know. But it's like it's something that you
Especially
have.
on such a big what this just came out right before the Grammys where they were going nuts where Doechii was winning, a black
Yeah,
woman.
people that have all the access to power, money, respect. I mean, it's just, and you have to do it that way.
Yeah.
You know,
It sucks, man. It sucks.
And it sucks that it has to go through, the judicial system where again it's not necessarily about what's right or wrong. It's about, just proving that reasonable doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very unfortunate. and we don't really know. We don't have the details or any of that shit yet, really. And
Right.
just prayers are all right. Like, we're still young men. We haven't really been involved in court cases and shit like that. Like, but we've been told, I'm sure, by our OGs, like it's nothing to play with, man, and it's a different game in there. You know what I mean? And we just hate to see things like this, especially when people that inspired us and like, had a hand in changing our lives, that put us in the chairs that we're in right now to do what we're doing right now. You know what I mean? And we just got to just take this as a lesson, like everybody's human, everyone's capable of something, man, and we just got to keep everyone in check and just keep staying positive and staying away from bullshit like this, being where you're supposed to be, doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? That's the key to really all of this. You don't want to be anywhere you ain't supposed to be. So this is unfortunate, really.
Yeah.
Right.
And and yeah, I mean, and just to kind of add to like just the muddiness of it all, one of the alleged women is her name is Linda Luna. She
Hmm.
is someone that has a past of working with Dennis Graham, Drake's father, uh, on the marketing side. And kind of as you were kind of alluding to, Sadaya, just the timing of the suit. I believe like
Huh.
I believe the initial filing was in like December, but like just for it to be announced in the way that it was on, like you said, on Grammy night, where they have so many prominent TDE artists. Not to say, that like, because again, if this is like the legal system is a legal system, if they don't have I don't know how much control that they have over like how these things process, how that information gets distributed to the media and how we find out about that stuff. But it is, like you said, the timing of it all does seem a little murky at best. But hopefully these things aren't, and these aren't, then she isn't filing a criminal suit. This is a civil suit. So she is hoping to get monetary damages. uh she is hoping to get monetary damages out of this case, and not to say that dilutes the claim or anything, uh just to kind of clarify that she isn't like, these folks aren't being arrested, they haven't been indicted by anything, they haven't come into contact with police or anything like that. It is just a civil claim at this point. So yeah, just, it's unfortunate regardless for all parties. Definitely nothing to play around with. And hopefully we'll keep folks updated if we learn more information about it. But yeah, just it's unfortunate that night kind of
Yeah.
got tainted with this with that,
Especially to a label like TDE, man, who's kept it clean for
for the most part.
ever. This is a top tier, record label. This is the creme de la creme. This is what's been representing the West Coast for, the dominant year last year and the past decade.
Hmm.
So, I guess we'll kind of see what happens, man. As far as us, man, is there anything else that we're kind of interested in? Any TV shows that we're kind of watching right now, kind of going on?
What I remember watching. Um, big. I mean,
Movies, TVs, albums we listening to? Anything?
big
Any?
avid elementary guy. I'm rewatching
Oh, I've been meaning
Snowfall.
to watch that, man.
I
Is
heard
it
that's a
good?
great show.
It's okay. I'm not gonna. It's good for what it is. You know what I mean? It's definitely, again, Black History Month. We love seeing Black creators and all predominantly all, well, not all, predominantly Black cast. Um, they just got renewed for another season, so hopefully they can get to that 100 episode mark and become syndicated. Which would be super cool, so they can kind of eat off those royalties for forever. Uh, but yeah, man, it's definitely entertaining. If you like The Office, it's definitely like that Office type of funny. Kind of like, at times it can be a little cheesy, but it's good. It's
Yeah,
good.
I like that.
It's a good feel good
I
watch.
love seeing that actor. What's his name?
Tyler, are you talking about Everybody Hate Chris?
Yeah, yeah. What's his name? Tyler.
Tyler
Tyler.
James, I think.
Yeah, I love just seeing him like, like dude, like just seeing what he's become, you know what I mean? Like he's a big deal now, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember he was
That's
just like
crazy.
everybody hates Chris. I remember it's like, oh, he's on Walking Dead now. And he's like, you know what I mean? He's been doing a lot of shit, man. So I love seeing that he kind of broke out of that into this like bigger star role that he's into. Now I seen him on one of them red carpets, had the shiny ass suit on with the diamonds. I'm like, yo, fire.
You know what I mean?
Because he was just like the young little, the young, humble, quiet kid on Everybody's Chris, so dope to see that. Dope to see that.
Yeah, he's got a really cool discography. He's real. He's got a. He's another one. Like quietly, bro. Everything he's worked on has been pretty successful. If you
Yeah.
ever get a chance to like look at his IMDb or whatever, like I said, he's been on a lot of really cool projects. So yeah, shouts out. I think I almost said Tyler James Posey, but I think that's the Teen Wolf dude. But I think it is Tyler James.
Yeah. I've been hearing about the show Paradise on Hulu that just came out not too long ago. I heard Paradise was like kind of the one. I'm not really a big TV guy, but I'm like something about this one. It's only been like 2 episodes, and like everyone's already talking about it. So I
Tyler
think
James
that's
Williams. That's his name. Tyler James.
Tyler James Williams. Yeah, shout out to yeah. He's nice. He's
I don't
nice.
want to
He's nice.
disrespect that black man.
So I'm probably gonna get on that Paradise. I still need to watch X-Men '97, the cartoon show. I just got my Disney Plus. You know what I'm saying? I got the Disney Plus and the Hulu with my Verizon account. So Hulu, I'm doing the Paradise. I'm not gonna lie, I've been watching a lot of the Marvel movies on the Disney Plus. I don't know why, like Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know why.
He's
It's
In
fire.
order. Tell the people. In
fire.
order.
In order.
As you should.
In order.
As you should.
It's fire. I don't know. I just had it. I'm like, damn, this shit's in order. It's a nice app. Disney Plus is a nice app.
It's so weird now, bro.
I wasn't
They
on
got
the.
everything. They got everything on there. Like it's not just Disney stuff.
They got
It's
the National
weird.
Geographic. I like it. So I've been on that heavy. I need to watch X-Men '97.
Fire.
And then other than that, I've been watching soccer. That's it. Go Chelsea. Go Blues.
Man,
Top
you
four,
always
baby.
like
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Central C ain't make no Nike Techs here in the
Yo, you
USA.
gotta chill.
That ain't
That's a
happening.
West London legend.
Okay.
That's a Blues legend right there.
He bugged out.
We gotta say.
He,
We gotta say it. You gonna bring up Chelsea, whatever.
please
Yo, we rock with Cinch, bruh.
introduce
We
him.
rock with Cinch over here.
Bro,
And the
so
album was fire. Can't Rush Greatness on your digital streaming platforms right now. Shit's fire.
So I've been watching real quick before we talk about Central C. I've been watching the show Yellow Jackets. It's really great. If you have time to check it out, it's awesome. Definitely check it
Is
out.
that on
It's about
Max?
these people. It's on Paramount Plus, I think.
Paramount.
On like Showtime. That's what it is.
For sure.
But you can also get it like the first season's on Netflix. That's where
Okay.
I'm watching it right now. So it's a cool show. Definitely check it out. But to introduce the Central C topic, I guess somewhere along the line, Central C started thinking that he was the one that made
Bro,
Nike Techs
that's not what I took from that
popular
video.
out
That's not
here.
what I took from that video.
What happened? What?
That's not what I took from that video.
Talk to the people.
Yo,
What
he
happened?
was just, he was hype about the album and shit, and he was just talking about, he was just repping for his fucking shit. He was just repping for England. That's what I took from it. He was just repping for England. He was like, yo, we just the wave now. And I mean, and the Nike Techs prove it. You know what I mean? That's what I kind of took from it, really. I don't really think he was saying I was the one. I think he was more like just like the wave, the England wave. And if I'm being for real, like I'm not like the fashion nigga. Like I'm not a super fashion like guru. I know how to dress nice, but I can't tell you who did what or why people are wearing what they're wearing. I feel like Nike Techs is big here because of Drake. If I'm really being honest with you, I just seen Drake wearing this shit, and I saw a lot of people. That's just me. I don't know.
When have you ever? When have
Because Drake was doing all the Nike. Drake was doing all the Nike shit when he had the shoes, and he started having like these custom Nike Techs and all that other shit. Like that's when I really started seeing a lot of people wearing like the Nike Tech. That's just me.
This nigga used to be a basketball player. Like people, that's wild that this nigga just said that shit.
I mean, we talking about like obviously we had like the jumpsuits and shit like that, but I wasn't wearing Nike Techs to hoop.
I mean,
I wasn't wearing Nike Techs to hoop.
people don't hoop in tech, but the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, people don't wear, people don't hoop in tech, but the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, people don't wear, people don't hoop in tech, but the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, people don't wear, people don't hoop in tech, but the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, people don't wear, people don't hoop in tech, but the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, people don't wear, people don't hoop in tech, but the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, people don't wear, people don't hoop in tech, but the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, people don't wear, people don't hoop in tech, but the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, people don't wear, people don't hoop in tech, but the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, people don't wear, people don't hoop in tech, but the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, people don't wear, people don't hoop in tech, but the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, people don't wear, people don't hoop in tech, but the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, people don't wear, people don't hoop in tech, but That's just wild. That you damn.
So why are they popular in the States then? Like, what made Nike Techs popular in the
Well,
States?
first off, because Nike is an American company. Like, let's just start from there. Like, what the fuck? it's, it's a company that's in Portland, Oregon, which is in America. Like, what the fuck are we talking about, bro?
Yeah.
I mean, to quote, bro, I'm gonna push back. You know what I mean? Because to quote Central C, he said, "Why?" And I feel him. He feeling this stuff right now, and I do think like it's cool to see him doing the branding on the tech. Like, I think that's something that like more people should like get hip to. Like more normal people, not like NBA players and whatnot. Could get hip to is like I said, putting like their brand on the tech. But he was like, he was in the question they asked him. He had said around, I forget what they asked him, but bro was like, I'm not going to lie on the influence thing, like on the Nike tech. We got people dressing like us, and it's like, bro,
That's what I'm saying.
no,
Like when I think of the Nike Tech, I think of British niggas. Like
you're
I seen them wearing that shit for real more than
but you just said you don't pay attention to. I mean, clearly you don't pay attention to
yeah, I don't.
fashion stuff.
I,
If you just said
I
if you
don't. I
just
don't.
said Drake is the reason that Nike.
Nike Techs is Drake, New York, and British niggas. And like that's when I see a Nike Tech, like down here, I don't see Nike Techs. Niggas ain't wearing Nike Techs out here.
Because it's not cold.
It's not cold.
It's
We
not-
don't need Nike Techs. So to a nigga in Florida, when you think of a Nike Tech, okay, New York niggas, British niggas, and Drake with his
oh,
Nocta. With, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you what it. I'm just telling you from Orlando, nigga, bro. I'm just telling you what it is from Orlando, bro.
yeah, that's wild, bro. That's definitely
I don't, you know what I mean? That's what it is. Like I'm literally thinking of British and New York niggas TikToking in Nike Techs. Like that's what I think of a Nike Tech.
even that sentence alone. Like TikTok has been around for like 4 or 5 years max. Like Nike Tech has been popular much longer than 4 or 5 years, brother. Like we've been out of high school for longer than that. Like and
Yeah.
Nike Tech was definitely popular in high school. Like what are we talking about?
For real?
Nigga, yes. Yes.
Nike Tech?
And Central C wasn't wearing Nike Tech then. Like
I don't remember Nike Tech. I remember Dry Fit.
again,
I remember
again,
the Elite
and
Socks.
again, you have to context, brother. Where were you at in high school? Where
Ohio,
Right.
not just Ohio, a
Right.
very specific part of Ohio. Like
Dublin, Ohio, Dublin,
exactly,
Ohio.
bro. We're not the epicenter of culture. Like that's not like what are we talking? That's crazy. So I say all of that to say Nike Tech was popularized by American athletes such as Giannis, KD. At one point, remember when Giannis didn't wear? We didn't see. I remember for a time.
Like these are the warm ups with the hoodies.
Can you let me? You gotta let me get my shit off, brother. But these are like those are like just the Nike Tech is just expensive sweatsuits. They're just expensive sweatsuits. Tax Tone once said, and he's a New York nigga. A Nike Tech and a bottle of Henny that's a winter coat. You know what I mean? Like that was in 20. That's like in 2013. Way at that point, because he wilded out and said this. Pictures have started to circulate of what Central C looked like when he was what he looked like when it was 2012 and 2013, and he wasn't in Nike Tech. He was looking like he didn't look the same. We'll put it like that. I ain't gonna throw no shade. I ain't gonna throw too much smut on his name, but he wasn't the Central C that we see today. He looked very different. He looked very very different. He looked more. I think now he looks a little racially ambiguous. He didn't look too racially ambiguous back then. He looked like what most people think he is. He looked I don't know if he's white, I don't know if he's Italian, but yeah, he kind of looked black now. I ain't saying he's trying to be black, but he kind of looked black. He definitely didn't look like that back then. And he wasn't in no tech. And people were definitely wearing tech. It's like, what are we talking about, Central C? I do
Right.
think that the Brits they wear like their version of Nike Tech would be like Stone Island. Like they definitely wear like the Gorp core type of stuff, but like Nike Tech is an American thing. And how since the Brits y'all can wear it, wave or whatever, but The Nike Tech when people
Yeah, y'all hear that?
when people couldn't afford
Y'all hear that?
the Gucci suits, you could get you a Nike Tech for 120, man. You know what I'm saying? You could get you that Nike Tech hoodie for 120 bucks. You know what I mean? That's a jug fit. That's so much of American fashion is from drug dealers. You want to talk about a Nike Tech is something you can sit in for days.
So drug dealers, American drug dealers popularized Nike Tech?
Drug dealers and athletes. Like they mostly.
Like everything, like every other thing.
Exactly. Again, black culture. We are the movers. So
Drug dealers and athletes is black culture.
it's a lot of most things that are popularized in pop culture come from those two things. Sorry, but yes, they are. They are. They're a lot of they're the things that drug dealers are are hood celebrities. Athletes are things that people want to aspire to. They make things look cool, for better or for worse. So yes, they are, Sadaya.
I really hope that changes. I really hope that changes.
I mean, you should aspire. You should aspire to do other things for sure. But yes,
That's terrible.
yes, they're cool
That's
people.
terrible.
They make things look cool.
Right. That's not a
for
question.
sure.
That's not a question.
So yes,
All right.
Central C. Negative on the
Two
Nike
thumbs
Tech
down.
team. You didn't start that, brother.
I fuck with Cinch, but I'm fire.
I
That's all
agree.
I got. That album is so fire.
Good.
We call it a cinch.
Stream,
Bro, yes, bro. He's a big blue, bro.
stream great. What is it? Greatness. You can't rush greatness. And
Can't rush greatness.
I do like the little radio station too. I do like the little radio station.
I don't know what you're talking about.
On Apple Music, he has it's called You Can't Rush Greatness Radio. He has
Oh, that's dope.
it's like a weekly segment that he's just started. And he's using the platform to highlight more UK artists. I think I'm a fan of Central C. He just bugged out, jumping out the window, saying, like, bro, it's an American company. That's just crazy to me that you think you should popularize an American company. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Right.
I see it. I get it.
I don't. I do not.
I get it. I don't see most people wearing Nike Techs other than New York niggas and British niggas. Really,
you should stop saying that.
I don't see it. I mean, that's what it is.
You should stop saying that.
You see a Nike Techs all over Chicago?
I have Nike Tech in my. I have Nike Tech in my closet. Right now. What are you talking about, bro?
Hey,
what are you talking about, bro?
But you're him. You're him, though. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's him in Chicago. Is that a casual thing? Like you see it as a whole Nike Tech?
Yes, I'm saying yes. It's
okay.
Yeah. It's not.
And I know in Chicago it ain't no British influence. Like everyone in Chicago is doing that.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a new phenomenon either. Like my little cousin who's in high school now is obsessed with tech. He's obsessed with tech.
Nike teched up.
He's obsessed with tech because it's especially if you got a full tech suit, like that's a sign of luxury. It's like,
for real? What the fuck?
That's the pants. Yo. The pants and the matching set is $240.
I didn't even know the price of a Nike Tech, bro.
120 for the hoodie, 120 for the pants.
Nigga, it's 80 degrees right now. We not worried about no Nike Techs down here.
See,
I bet if you go to the trenches, bro, it's some tech out there.
Nah, for sure. I know one nigga right now because all he wore, you know what's funny, BJ? All that nigga wore was a black Nike Tech and a white t-shirt. Well, that's all he wore. And then his work outfit. That was it. He didn't wear nothing else, bro.
And
JC is wearing fucking Nike Techs.
What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about?
What are you talking about?
What are we
JC?
JC, ask JC.
I've never seen JC in a Nike Tech ever, bro.
He's got. I'm pretty sure I've seen him in a
I've
full
never seen him
gray one.
I can see some hoopers rocking it.
If he listens,
the gray and the black.
I'm gonna ask him. I ain't never seen him in a Nike Tech. I'm gonna ask him, and then I'll, you know what I'm saying. I could call him. Should I call him?
Please.
I could call him. I could call him.
Please.
Call him up. Tell him he's live.
Oh, dude, JC is never on my side, bro.
Bro,
He's
you need to
never on my
call him right
side.
now. You need to call him right now. That's
I
how we
can't,
going
y'all.
in.
You really don't believe you don't remember when Kevin Durant would just wear Nike? He would just wear Nike sweatsuits all the time.
Nigger.
Bro, you live on the air, bro.
Ah, shit.
Yo,
Oh,
do you own any Nike Techs?
Nah.
Why?
Actually, matter of fact, yes,
Oh, you do.
I do.
Why?
You mean why? It's Nike.
That's
period.
it.
That's all you need.
Is that something we see a lot down here in Florida? Nike Techs?
Nah, I don't get cold enough.
It's just not cold enough.
Yeah.
When do you think Nike Techs were popularized? When do you think that it started getting popular?
You know that time period when they started wearing hoodies in the NBA.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
That's what,
yeah.
yeah, that's when it started.
Like
Damn.
Hoodie Mellow and shit. Like Hoodie Mellow and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Oh
that's when it
wow.
started. My boy,
That was what 20.
17, 18.
Even y'all talking too early,
Portland
too
Mellow,
late.
yeah, type.
Yeah.
Or OKC Mellow, yeah.
Yeah, Hoodie Mellow. So Hoodie Mellow started this shit.
No,
Exactly.
All right, bet. Hoodie Mellow, my man. Love you.
Love.
Peace. All right, there you go.
I'm going earlier than that, but nonetheless, before Central C. So my point right.
That's all you care about. Fuck Central C in that statement. It wasn't England, nigga.
He's bugging. Never. It's
Do you see? Okay. So hold on. Do you see a rivalry between like London and UK and like what's going on with that? Like this brother thing going on, like because a lot of people would say like the New York sound now, like that drill shit, which I don't even know if that's a sound now. Like that shit's kind of over with. Was UK's original sound, right? And again, this whole Nike Tech perspective that people like me would probably have, similar ghetto things like that. Like, do you see any like resemblance or anything like that? Like, where are we at with this? Because I feel like New York is falling and they need an identity. And I personally feel like New York has kind of tried to really attach themselves to the UK in order to kind of put themselves back in the mix.
I mean, I definitely think New York is in a bit of an identity crisis when it comes to the music, but when it comes to fashion, like in the same way that there's a London Fashion Week, like there's a New York Fashion Week. Like the same way that like London is a center of culture, like let's not get it fucked up. Like America is the center for pop culture. Like it's a reason why these UK niggas want to pop over here. Like they can, it's cool to be the man over there, but they want to be the man over here too. Like, and it's a reason for that. Cause like it hit different when you the man over here. So yeah, and I think this like, and I guess that's more like I guess that's more to that's more of my like pushback with the Central C shit. It's just like, in the same way that like it's just another example of motherfuckers trying to take credit for shit for our shit, like black shit. Like, and this we were talking about recency bias. That's that recency bias shit. Like this, no, nigga. Like, what are you talking about? This is a no. I can't. Not on. I can't go. I don't. Yeah, I can't go. I'm not with it. So yeah, I think. I think UK is definitely trying to make a bold claim that um that they hear and that they want to be acknowledged, and I respect that. But yeah, I think I think that regardless of where the music is, New York is always going to be a fashion epicenter in the same way that is always going to kind of compete with London and UK and with the people over the pond. But at the end of the day, man, I'm an American, baby. I ain't gonna. And
Yeah, right.
at
When it
the end of
comes to
the day,
that,
I'm an American, baby.
when it comes to that,
I'm a Black American at that. You know what I mean? And Black Americans have done a lot for the world. You understand? And yeah, I just want our contributions to be highlighted. You know what I'm saying? And I felt not to. I ain't looking at it that deep. I don't think Central C is trying to make an attack on Black culture, but I'm just saying this is another example of folks not really doing their homework. because for him to say that so boldly, it speaks to his lack of history, his lack of perspective. Because niggas been throwing on the text for a long time, and for him to think that people over here are now are paying that it's a trend again. Again, this speaks to that lack of perspective to me. So yeah, that's all. You know what I'm saying? I just that's wanted to educate the brothers. All you do that. They can do that. Like I said,
Right.
I'll give them Stone Island. I like Stone. They look very similar to Nike Tech.
I'll give him Stone Island. Okay.
But Stone Island is a UK brand. See how that
So
goes?
you're big on like whatever the brand is.
I'm just saying, bro, when you talk of anything Nike,
That's
unlike,
America.
unlike Adidas, which is German, Nike is America, baby. Like
Hmm.
that's Portland, Oregon. That's Phil Knight. That's Mike. That's KD.
That's Mike.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Oh man.
Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
All right. Anything else we want to get off our chest, show?
Can I say one more thing? Not about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. What you got? What's good?
I just wanted to highlight, just want to shout out No Name. Yesterday, she announced, and I think earlier today, I didn't look. Earlier this week, she had came out and was like basically asking for folks to donate to her book club. Um, she has a kind of like a global chapter she's established for inmates, where she sends inmates free books throughout the country, throughout the world. They just opened a chapter in Nigeria, I believe. And earlier this week, she announced that financially that they were struggling, and she was fearing that they might have to stop doing it. And she ended up asking for she was asking for folks to donate, sign up to the Patreon. It's like tiered list where you can subscribe to. Um, but yeah, she was just like put her pride aside and asked the world if they could contribute. And she announced yesterday that a bunch of people poured into it, Black History Miracle. And they're gonna be able to, not only are they gonna be able to continue the program, but they're
Hell
also
yeah.
looking to continue to expand it. Um, so yeah, just wanted to highlight again Black History Miracle, that we gonna keep those programs alive. And if you weren't able to if you can't sign up to her thing. Like I said, it's called the No Name. Excuse me. Let me look up it specifically, because I don't want to say the wrong thing. But
That's super dope to highlight though, man. Especially someone like No Name who's like just actually putting in the real work. You know what I'm
you know what I
saying?
mean?
Like really actually just get into it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't know No Name. Even just you hear it in her music, like just the progressiveness and the content, and just showing how much she really cares about the community. But
Bro,
seeing it match with actions is like a really beautiful thing to see. You know what I'm saying? Not someone who like is doing it for the gram or trying to highlight it for clout purposes and nothing like that. She just really just loves her community and her people. So that's actually super dope that you even brought that up, bro. I
I
love that.
mean, so yeah, like I said,
Absolutely. Bro.
you can go to her website, No Name Book Club, and the link to her Patreon. You can choose a membership. Like I said, there's tiered. You can sign up for $1 a month, $2 a month, $5 a month. I'm sure whatever, or you can just do like a random, or you can just do a donation, a gift, or you can gift a membership to someone. But yeah, super dope that a bunch of people were able to pour into that program. And I think we need more more just more transparency with amongst ourselves, like when we need help. Because she has said she's tried to take on the burden of like paying for it herself. And while she is like, we kind of know her, she's not as rich as you would assume she is. So yeah, it was just super dope that people were able to pour into her, pour into that organization, pour into her work, and keep educating folks, as incarcerated and unincarcerated alike. Because like I said, they fund the books to get sent to the incarcerated folks for free, but they also have, like I said, it is a regular book club or they have meetings in different cities. You can read the book. You can read the book online. They have virtual meetings as well. A super super cool program. So just wanted to highlight that, and I was just really happy for her that they weren't that she was able to keep those doors open. And yeah,
Hell yeah. Nah, dope to hear, man. Especially during Black History Month. Super dope to highlight, man. Super dope to highlight. Dill,
For
anything you want to
sure.
say before we get up out of here?
No, man. That's all I got.
Hey, well, shit. All right. Well, yo, everybody, yeah, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back. And I just want to give a special, special shout out to Mama Deef on this beautiful birthday. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to Mama motherfucking Deef. We do this for you, yo. This one for you right here. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We out of here. Another episode done. Yeah.